Welcome back to Maths. Today we are going to do a revision class, or you can say review class on average. And again I want to remind you about that. We are going to use that formula, average equal to sum of data divided by number of data for every single mass. Okay, so the first one, basically they gave you the formula over here. If you write down like this, it doesn't mean that someone will cut it. They will not. Okay, we are going to take highlighter for that, and I'm gonna mark it because I didn't mark it earlier. Now I'm gonna mark it. I hope you have your markers with you as always, like the class. And let's go for the next page. Some of you have asked me, Miss, what about the green one? Some of the students were having a little bit of problem when they are doing that math. I really don't know why, but still let's see that one. We are going to do exactly the way I have asked you, and you can see that I have write down the page number as always, and also green one over here. And we are going to write down what? We are going to write down we know. Let's see, what do we know? We know that the formula of average equal to sum of data divided by number of data. Now we have got that one, 2 plus 1.5 plus 1 plus 1.5 plus 1 and plus 2. There are 6 data from here. You already have checked that one. As I want to inform you that with respect that we didn't do chapter 7, which one is decimal one. So it doesn't mean that we have to do it right now. The decimal mass, we have to do it right now. No, you don't have to do it right now. You can give me the answer in the fraction also, because you know that after if we had done chapter 7, the decimal one, I would ask you to do that one. But for now, if you do that part, that is totally fine. Okay, now let's see the part which one you are actually having problem. 2, how to mark that one? Basically 2 and 2, it makes 4, and 1 makes 5. We have 5, and 1.2, 1.2 and 1.2 makes 3. Basically 5 and 3. Oh, there is another one. I missed that part. Let's see, 5 and 3 is 8, and there is another one which is 9. Okay, every time I'm marking that type of adding, that type of summation, that type of maths, on the time what I do, I basically mark them on the top of their head with pencil, so that after doing that you can also erase it. And if it's pencil mark, or you are marking it a little bit light only, you can see it's totally fine if you leave it also. Okay, now 9 by 6, we can cut it with 3, correct? If we cut it with 3, then in the corner point, always remember, cut down and write down on the corner. Okay, that corner point, and cut down that one and write down the answer on the corner point, the 3 by 2. So this is your answer, 3 by 2. If you keep it that much, I'll definitely ask you, totally fine with me. Exactly, no problem over there. Okay, after that I want you to show for those people who actually wanted to do in the division decimal point on the time. If we are dividing 3 with 2, it is possible 2 will go in 3 for one time. So we have done one time, we have got 1 only over here as a subtracted result. After that there will be 1 and there will be 2. We cannot divide 2 we cannot divide 1 with 2, so we need another digit, which is not possible to get because we don't have any other over here. So what we are going to do, we are going to put a point over here. For this point, in every stage of every stair of division method, okay, we can get only 1 0. How many 0? Only 1 0. So for that point we can give 1 0 over here, so it will become 10. 1 and 0 become 10. Now 5 2s are 10. This is your actually small math, which one I'll ask you to do after doing the chapter 7, chapter 7 is pretty big one. So I have finished this one first, and this one is pretty easier. Now the last line I am going to write down, or we are going to write down, is so the average of the study hour of his study hour also you can write down is 1.5 hour. Either you can write down, can anyone tell me what would be the mixed fraction of that one? Remember? Okay, let me tell you. Whole 1 by 2. So I ask you that if we are doing time, a day, on the time, what we are going to do, basically we are going to use mixed fraction or fraction for that part. Okay, but when we are talking about money, on the time I will ask you to do on the division point. Then we are talking about hour here, time. So if you put it like this, whole 1 by 2 hour, that would be totally fine. So don't worry about it. Okay, now let's talk about formula. Okay, and whenever we are actually saying plural form of formula, we are going to say formulae. Okay, that spelling is actually with e at the last. So there are a little bit 3 of the formulae over here, or formula over here you can say. The first one is average equal to sum of data divided by number of data, which one is pretty much common to all of us, because already we have learned that part, and we have to learn the other 2 part also. You can see that. Please try to understand that part. If you want the pictures of these pages also, you can ask me on the group so that I can give you. That would be fine with me. Let's do it now. I already teach you the cross multiplication. I hope you remember the cross multiplication. You can see that what I have done here is I have written down over 1 over here, because I wanted to teach you the cross multiplication in one more time. So if we multiply in the cross method like this way and that way, what we will get? Average is multiplying with number of data. So average multiplying number of data equal to 1 with that sum of data. If we are multiplying 1 with sum of data, then the answer will be same. So I didn't write down, actually I didn't have the place for writing over here. We can write down 1 over here also. Okay, so as we see that one goes over there. Let's see, let's zoom in actually. Now what we can do is we can also put that number of data over here and keep that number of data over here and take average on the other side. It is already in multiplication condition. If I take it any of it, then if we change the side of any of the number of data or average on the time, it will come as division position, correct? There is a multiplication condition, this is why they will come it as a division condition. So I am taking average out, so it will be sum of data divided by average. So there are how many formula we are getting? First of all is average equal to sum of data divided by number of data. Then we will get sum of data is equal to average into number of data. If anyone asks you to find out what is the sum of data and they gave you average and number of data, you can find it very easily. Now the last one is formula of number of data is equal to sum of data divided by average. If they gave you both of them and ask you to find out this one, you can easily find it out. Now let's do a small math. Okay, suppose this is extra one, as you know that there's a hashtag. This means, I hope all of you remember that it means it's extra one. So I'm giving you, given data is average equal to 25 and number of data is 6. Average and number of data we have. So which one we don't have? Sum of data. And what is the formula of sum of data? Sum of data's formula is that one, average into number of data. So what we are going to write down? Sum of data equal to average into number of data. 25 multiplied by 6. I didn't do the rough over here. Hopefully you'll do it by yourself. I think it is answer is 150. Okay. Now what I want you to do, I really want you to do one small math for me. Basically, I'll give you sum of data is equal to 300. Suppose sum of data is 300 and the average is equal to 50. Average equal to 50. So can you find out the number of data by yourself? Give it a pause your video right now and do the math. Use which formula you are going to use, find it out, then find out the answer. I'm gonna give you the answer a little bit in few seconds, but hold it right now. Here we come again. Okay, I hope that you have hold that video and try to find out which formula you are going to use to find it out. Let's see. I'm gonna tell you the answer right now. We are going to use that formula because I gave you sum of data 300 and average is equal to 50. So if you use that one, then we'll get down number of data, and number of data basically will be 6 maybe. I think so. Let me know that the answer is 6 or not in the comment below, and let's go for the further inspection.